watching the Go Crying the Walk-In podcast, and I'm Chef Cholo, and you already know. We're about to pop it off today. I got some old friends coming in. To my left, the infamous Charlie Cash. Sir.
Incredible.
Next to him, Nicky Mangelli. Is that how I say that, Nicky?
Yes, sir.
I'm just going to say Nicky. Cash item coming up. And on the end, the quiet giant himself,
my man,
Ryan Augusta. Gentlemen, we're here to kick it right now. Charles.
Start your engines.
What is happening right now, Charlie?
Okay, tonight we are a record $846 million, and I got everybody a ticket.
Wow! We all got tickets.
I wanted to
now,
document it.
Is it? We all have the same number?
No, negative. They don't do that.
I
sir.
can't believe my number starts off with 13. Oh! No, that's my lucky number.
Of course, I know that.
When I was in cooking school, you got numbers, and there was the same amount of kids in the class. So when you went from class to class, and the chefs were really rough guys, everybody was a number. So they'd be like, "Where is number 13? Who is number 13?" And you would just line up with a number. So I got 13.
Wow.
How many millions?
It's up to 8. I think it's 840 or maybe
That's light.
830.
That's light. That's
800
light.
million?
800 million.
Yeah.
8 million.
Yeah.
Me and you could spend 8 million in an afternoon if we tried hard enough, right?
If
Right.
we win tonight, then we're all like, oh, we should have switched teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's
That's my ticket.
no. We split it.
Oh, we got to split
We
it?
gotta split
I got
it.
no problem.
For 8 billion,
I think 840, we can do it.
50% me. Come on.
Come on.
13. Give it to 13.
Charlie, how long I known you, bro? Let me just tell my story first, okay? Because I've known you too
88.
long. 88.
That's the magic number.
So I get out of cooking school, and I'm working at the Royce Cullen Hotel, which is now the Huntington Hilton in Melville. Just opened, right? Brand new hotel. Big-time chef John Erickson. Whole crew taken from the Garden City Hotel. They wanted to be a rival of the Garden City Hotel. They had a nightclub.
Darrow Chan.
Darrow. I still talk to Darrow.
Oh,
we'll get to him in a minute. He's doing very well in Florida.
Wow.
And I'm working as a cook. I'm in the back. I'm like, he's just a cook. I'm working in banquet. And there's this maniac waiter running around, and he's everybody's friend. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I gotta know this guy if I want to be anywhere here. So I'm in there cutting carrots one day, and your job was to first set up the dessert cart.
Oh.
And what was the restaurant called?
Edwards.
Fine Dining.
Oh.
But I didn't work in Edwards. I worked in banquet. But it was a hotel, so there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But Charlie's working in Edwards, and he's obviously the man. And he's setting up the dessert cart.
Garadon, sir.
Garadon. Thank you,
We're
sir.
talking fine dining
I'm
here.
glad you woke up over there, Giant. Thank you very much. So he's setting up the Garadon. And one by one, he's bringing the cakes and the torts from the refrigerator, one at a time.
Yeah. But they
In
were
his hand.
beautiful, though.
He'd come over to me. Now, I'm just sitting there cutting carrots. I don't know nothing. I don't know nobody. I know I want to make a friend. He'd come over with the box. He'd open the box in front of me, and he'd go, "Is it a cash item, sir?" And I'm going, what is this guy talking about? Cash item. And he'd go, and he'd put the cake on the Garadon, and he'd go back in and get another cake, and he'd come back again. "Is it a cash item, sir?"
And you knew the baker. You knew
Robert Ellinger,
Oh.
baked to perfection in Port Washington.
Never seen anything like that.
His store has
Never.
closed, but he was one of the best pastry chefs.
Yeah.
He would come in.
Amazing.
He was amazing.
Amazing.
And when he came for the deliveries, he would bring me cheese Danish. I remember that. He was very. I had a thing for cheese Danish, and he would bring it in for me.
Unbelievable.
The other thing Charlie was good for was making the phone call.
Yeah. But we also then skip a little bit.
Fast forward.
That we had a roast cart of the day.
You still
roast.
dreaming about that roast cart.
Because I went one time.
Do they have
and-
one at Brian and Cooper?
No, we do not.
You
We have a dessert cart.
I'm sure you, but you couldn't convince them by now to get a dessert, to get a roast cart.
It's just too busy and it's too tight.
You can't fit it in there.
No. But we had
Why we need the dessert cart?
We had exactly. We had John Laney
running the club.
John Laney. We had the other guy. What was his name?
Anthony Awesome.
Oh yeah, he was at the. He passed away, right? Somebody told me.
God rest his soul.
Oh,
R.I.P.
what a shame.
Paul Sorvino today, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Big Paulie. God rest his soul.
Yeah.
What's the best scene in Goodfellas, Charlie? You don't know movies.
Oh,
What's the
yeah.
best scene?
Isn't it
Hit me.
the Pesci?
Food scene. Food scene.
Food scene.
When he's making the sausages in prison.
Oh.
Ronnie
yeah.
Bianco just brought that
With
up.
the razor blade. With
No,
the
that was
garlic.
cutting garlic, but he was
No.
cooking sausages, and if you remember, it was the camera stayed on it for a while.
Yeah.
The sausages moving in the pan on the hot plate.
Wow. I remember you said I tried that with the razor blade. It
Don't
doesn't
work.
doesn't
No burn. Any chef knows that was a ridiculous thing, but it
Nah,
was great
yeah.
for the movie, right, Ryan?
Of course,
Right.
of course. Listen, Paulie didn't move fast. That's because Paulie didn't have to move
He didn't
fast
have
for
to move
nobody.
fast for anybody. He was eating sausage 3 times in the movie. When that came out, he had the sausage in his hand, and the other guy was making the sausage.
Unbelievable. But
So-
we had to the tilt. We had Larry. We had all these wonderful guys.
That was
Lorenzo Bonifacio III.
But all along, but actually before the limo business, you were an X-ray technician. Am I right?
Exactly.
Charlie, what bone is this? Come on, the pressure's on. What about? I heard this is the weenus bone.
Oh, great.
I heard weenus is a thing, and that's the bone.
That's the reason.
Yeah. There's
You told
synovial
me you
fluid
pa-
in there.
Okay, you told me you passed the bone test. Did you
did.
lie to me?
I passed the
Many
bone.
moons ago.
Many moons ago. So,
Yeah.
what made you transition from X-ray technician to part-time?
Well, I was always
limo
working
driver?
at Crest Hollow and going
did
to
work at
school.
Crest Hollow,
yeah.
right?
I was telling them I started my career there, and you're ending your career
And I'm
there.
yeah, let's hope. Let's hope I don't have to go anywhere else. Please don't make me leave there.
Yeah, but and then John Laney, I would get a slice from the roast cart, go to Watercolors, put it on a plate, get some vegetables, and put it on his desk there.
Oh my God.
And with a cover on top.
And he would let you
And
look
he'd
at
give
the
me the-
cocktail waitresses.
Oh, not only that, I did the Hawaiian Tropics bathing suit contest.
Every Sunday.
Who?
You were the judge.
No, I would handle
Special.
them.
You were the handler.
I was the handler.
You were putting the powder on the cheeks.
I was doing everything. I would bring them
Wow.
drinks in the tuxedo.
This reminds me of a scene in Goodfellas. Nicky's over here. He's like Harry Hill over here.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the matter with your friend Harry?
You don't
never
say too
talks.
much.
He never says nothing over there. No, I'm just listening. I'm just quiet.
So
Did
then
Tommy
we're
ever
gonna
tell you any of my, show you any of my paintings?
we're gonna put him on Maxwell and Dunn's Steakhouse.
We're gonna fast forward right there.
Yeah,
But
we
what
got
about-
to. We don't have
what
much
about all the
time.
limo adventures in between?
Oh, we had some wonderful times.
You had some rough limos.
We had some
Yeah.
wonderful times.
Well, you know,
I used to take you on vacation
No,
when
you-
the kids were babies.
you took my mother and father on vacation a few times, and my dad told me he would never get back in your car because there was enough tread on there wasn't enough tread on the tires. According
well,
to
that
him.
was a long time ago.
My father was not a good guy. He was not an easy guy to please. I remember the limo driver that picked my sister up for the prom. He almost beat him into submission before they even left for the prom. My sister was mortified. But anyway, of course you drove me and my family. Of course, when I got food poisoning in Jamaica on the second to the last day, I couldn't eat for 48 hours. The plane was delayed 6 hours. I was in the Jamaican airport for 6 hours. I couldn't eat. I was pissing through my a-hole. I was dying, and then when I finally recovered, because I got to sleep on the plane, Charlie was waiting at the airport, and what did he have in the car? But sandwiches from the German.
Always.
How great is
Sandwiches
that?
from the German.
I was going to bring some tonight, but I know that we didn't have much time. enough
Eating
time.
would have been a problem
Yeah.
tonight, because you know I would stop. Anytime food gets in front of me, I have to stop and eat it. Is the German still open?
No,
I don't
they
think so.
closed.
It was in Bethpage, right?
No, it's in Plainview. It's called Hansted.
Hansted.
Yeah.
That's it.
Great
At
deli.
any time, you could show up with a pizza. Am I right, guys?
Oh, always.
Do the
Always.
midnight,
Always
White
the pizza.
Castle.
Charlie got a pizza. It's out back.
Yeah, we discussed the other day with the fresh lemonade every day.
Nicky, you still waiting tables at all?
No.
Not at all.
No.
You got smarter than that.
No,
How many kids you got now, Nick?
4.
Wow. I would say maybe you want to get a television for the bedroom soon. Or maybe a hobby.
So go into the dining room with
Met
Nick
your
and
wife
I.
with us.
Yes,
See,
I did,
Nicky,
absolutely.
Nicky met his wife at Maxwell and Dunn's Palmer Steakhouse.
And you're my brother.
My sister,
And
yes.
this is Ryan's sister. It was a big family
Be
thing.
careful
going
what you
on there.
say.
I'm so happy to see that things worked out for you.
Absolutely.
You were one of my favorite guys. Now, before you came to Maxwell and Dunn's, you worked at
Tellers.
Tellers. Still killing it. The big boys in town, the big
Bolson.
Bolson group.
Bolson's.
Yeah, one of my guys works for them over there. So they turned the Verace into like a catering or something, and one of my guys is in there. They were just at the big night, the hospitality ball. I interviewed them and their chefs, the big bad Bolson group. And you went right there to us, right?
Correct.
Now, you guys remember, we did something really cool, something very progressive. We opened an all-natural steakhouse. I actually went to Montana to visit the farm, Meyer Natural Angus.
Yeah.
I saw a man put his whole arm inside of a cow's anus.
Wow.
And I asked him why he did that. And he said he had to stimulate the rectum to give the cow an erection so they could get a sperm sample to make sure the cow was virile before they put it in the female pen.
Wow.
They don't want to waste any time, Charlie.
Wow.
All the way up. Put a plastic glove to his elbow,
Yeah.
and he drove his hand up the
Stimulated.
cow.
Wow.
And he was, and I said, "What's the little guy doing?" And they said, "He's stimulating the rectum."
Wow.
You enjoy that at times, don't you? That's one of your old
Stimulation.
pastimes.
Well,
We're not going to get into that right now.
I'm very interested in steak, as you can see.
Where are the strawberries from tonight?
Yeah.
Oh,
Jet fresh.
jet fresh.
Fresh.
So we built this steakhouse. We did something very special, but we try to make an all-natural, healthy business inside a den of iniquity.
Yeah.
And that ended up not working out for us.
Yeah.
Nick,
But the menu
Nick,
before-
I just got to stop what I'm saying right now. Nick, who's doing your beard? Don't tell me you do that yourself.
I do it myself.
You got a taper going like that yourself?
Well, no, so we got this guy Mustafa, a Turkish guy, doesn't speak any English.
So
he-
why'd you tell me you did it yourself?
Well, no, so I trim it myself. I go there every 3 months.
Every 3 months,
Every 3
Mustafa
months,
puts
and
that
it brings-
taper on
Brings
it.
it back to life.
And what is that, down in Northport somewhere?
No, Yaphank.
Wow.
Oh, because you
Oh,
work out
yeah.
there.
Yeah. And
Well,
it
soon we're all going to have to start
so-
going
so-
to the Holy Black.
Oh, I seen that.
You see how I'm
Looks
looking
legit.
right now, right?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
You oiled up too?
Beard oil, of
Yeah,
course.
I got it. It's all over.
Well, they have. Well, this is why. Now you say this is why you need to go to the Holy Black. Their beard oil is called a dry oil, and when you put it on your hands and you put it on your face, your beard gets nice and shiny and moisturized,
Not
but
all
you
over
don't
your
have
hands.
that greasiness that every other beard oil has.
You had the
that's
barbershop
fine.
chairs in the steakhouse.
We had Jed Morey's grandfather's barber chair. He still has it at the crib.
They love that.
They broke it. They tried to sit in
Oh,
that.
yeah.
You did some
Yeah,
dirty.
we all got yelled at.
What was that room
dirty
called
in
again?
that
What was
shit.
that back room called again with the
The
curtain?
Zeus room.
The Zeus room.
That was
That's
the
right.
best.
People,
The Zeus
it's legendary.
room.
You
It
know
is
that.
legendary.
We had when I went
The
to
best.
Crest Hollow when I first started working there was a young lady working as sales in the corporate area, and I didn't remember her, but apparently she was a hostess for us, and she told everybody how disgusting I was because of the things that went on inside the Zeus room. Now I was never.
Oh, I remember that,
involved.
bro. Courtney? Courtney, I remember.
Not nice girl.
No.
She told everybody that I was disgusting,
Yeah.
and all I did was facilitate people's needs. Is that
Absolutely.
my fault?
Nope.
No. We
Is that
provided
my fault?
a
Well,
place.
go back now to the food aspect of that. That was beautiful. You had the big table and you ran it through.
Oh my
Oh, I
we did
some.
special things, right?
This is where Nick comes in. I would go in with no menu, and I would
They love
sell.
They
Beat
love
you
it.
like a seal.
Can I just say, I would get a phone
Like a
call.
seal.
I'd get a phone call the next day. Chris, we were in last night, and we were in. Oh, you called the Zeus room? Yeah, the Zeus room. Yeah, you had a great time. Yeah, we had a great time. But the fucking waiter, we asked him 7 times for a menu. He wouldn't give us the menu. He just kept bringing stuff. And then the water bill was $700. I go, well, did you enjoy the Voss water? Because it was beautiful, wasn't it? Remember the Voss water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now everybody has Voss.
Yeah, but the bottom line was, did you have a good time?
That's what I told the guy.
So what are you complaining
and
about?
at the end of the day, he couldn't deny that. So it was just his phone call was mute. It didn't mean anything.
Curious of why the tip was 40%?
Yeah. Well, did we do that too? We put the tip on the bill for the Zeus room.
For the Zeus room, always.
and then,
Yeah.
because then you had so much liquor in them that they would give you another tip on
Very
top.
generous.
Yeah.
We're not going to mention your other friends that were at the room because that's not legal.
Yeah.
But anyway,
We did a wonderful job. We really did.
We did
I had
something very special there.
Ruby costume many times.
Oh, you remember, huh?
Yeah, we
They're
had-
located right down the block here.
I heard they're no longer with us. Are they still in business?
R.I.P.
Yeah, I'm not
God
sure.
rest his
they're
soul.
around. No,
Yeah,
they're
have a-
around.
don't they own the big
They're
building
huge.
on the corner?
Huge.
Yeah, I'm not
The
sure.
guy from Ruby's told me he invented Halloween in 30 other countries beside America.
Wow.
That they would go to a country that didn't know what Halloween was.
Wow.
They would set up a store and basically invent Halloween.
Wow.
And everybody then would start doing Halloween.
Is that
Ruby's
amazing?
costume.
They
Giant
were very
company.
interesting, yeah.
They own the big building on the corner that the restaurant's in.
Yeah, they
Jewel
had-
or
I
whatever
worked
it's
there when it
called.
first
Bijou.
opened.
You worked over at Jewel?
Yeah, when Tom Scheidel, like, he was a consultant chef for it.
Yeah, he sold that place.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Scotto's on that now. But Tom's a great guy, good friend. We should
What?
get him on the
They had some good root beer over there.
Yeah, yeah.
What do you mean they had some good root beer? Like
It's like on tap, right?
So it was, not the birch beer. What's the other one with the S?
creamy red?
No, it's called, whatever the root is. Sarsaparilla? beer?
Sarsaparilla.
Yeah,
that's what it
sarsaparilla,
is.
yeah.
Really?
Didn't we have that at Landmark, too? You tried to get it?
We had only A&W
Oh,
root
wait,
beer.
A&W.
But I
You
have
made
a
a
big
good float, though.
It had a good float. I mean, I have lost a lot of weight the last year, so I'm not allowed to have soda anymore, but I do love soda,
Yeah.
especially root beer. What
I
about
used
when
to say that just to get people's attention.
These are Mr. Morey's Cokes.
Anybody care for a beverage?
I was like,
Sarsaparilla?
Charlie, why are you stashing all these little bottles of Coke in the room where Terry sleeps in the afternoon?
But did you remember what happened? He came and you didn't have a Coke.
And you had the Coke, because
Yeah.
that's real. Tomato grilled cheese sandwich and a little bottle of Coke. Charlie, set me up with the Coke.
Those are the best, those little Cokes.
I just saw him
We
recently.
still sell them now.
Guy has not changed a bit. He looks exactly the same.
Wow.
Jed's-
Okay, real quick. Nick mentioned Gene Profeta in the parking lot. We were
Now,
talking about it.
you talking
and
to
he
Gene?
calls. He called.
Whoa.
He
Right
just
now,
called. I'll show you. Yeah.
You're still talking to Gene.
Yes.
He used to come
The
to
Reverend.
But how? Look, Profeta.
I can't believe you're
Look.
telling me that. You set that up.
I did not. Incoming call. 7 minutes.
Did you answer it?
I did,
No,
of
we put him on
course.
speaker. Yeah.
Charlie,
And I said it.
Charlie, I was wondering if you'd come down with the bass and play tonight with the band.
Oh.
In the
Is
cigar
that still
bar.
at the church?
I don't believe so. I think it's
First of all,
systematic.
during a smoking ban, right when they inflict it, a cigar bar in the steakhouse. I mean, come on.
Oh,
We were taking advantage
It
of
was
things.
unreal.
We were taking advantage
it
of
was
things.
unreal.
Well, you know how that worked, right? You couldn't smoke in restaurants. The only business you could smoke in was a business generating 80% of its revenue from the sale of tobacco or tobacco-related goods.
Wow.
So we put a separate so we had the cigar
Yeah.
lounge inside of our building.
Right.
So we put a second address. It was like 1600 A Round Swamp Road, and we incorporated the cigar store, and now voila, it's a cigar store inside a restaurant
With the doors that go through to the bar.
where you
That
can
was
smoke
the
and
most
drink.
incredible thing.
They didn't let us get away with it forever, but it did work out for a long
Worked
time.
out.
It did.
Yeah, but it was enclosed. You could
It was
smoke
enclosed.
with if you were
When we
enclosed.
closed the
Anybody who
doors.
knows anything about bar culture knows that the reason why it's dead is because of cigarettes not being able to be smoked. A man that likes to drink likes to smoke. And when he's drinking, he wants to do what he likes.
Yeah.
And if you took away his cigarettes and made him go outside every 5 minutes, he might as well go back into his backyard and just drink beer in his
That's
yard.
it.
Well, you took it to the next level with that, with the cigar, and it was amazing. You'd have
cigar
a cigar,
dinners.
Cigar
and then
dinner.
you would match it with a scotch,
Well,
and then you would have a little mushroom that would complement the.
you remember.
Oh my
you remember. I was
goodness!
dissecting the flavors of cigars
What
and
an
mushrooms.
unbelievable! But it was
Food
a
in
tough
general,
job.
food in general.
It was a tough job because we had to keep up and serve all at the same time, and and it was
yeah.
difficult to breathe.
You couldn't breathe a cigar.
Threw
If you
our
weren't
clothes
a-
out.
If you weren't a smoker,
Yeah.
right? Don't blame your thing on your
Yeah,
throat on me, right?
nah.
I think it was all that chewing tobacco when you were throwing
Yeah,
the ball around.
that's
as a young
it.
man.
Oh, we had. It was just on par.
Let's get back to Profeta. This
Yeah.
is the man who introduced Jessica Hahn
Oh,
to what's the guy's name? the other preacher, the guy that ended up getting in trouble. Whatever. Everybody knows it.
Falwell.
Jessica Hahn. Yeah, Jerry Fall. Maybe Jerry Fall was his name.
Yeah.
But she was a Long Island girl. She was a member of his church.
Yeah.
And all these guys knew each other, and he made that introduction. Didn't he have wheelchairs hanging from the ceiling
He
of the
did.
church?
There were all crutches that he cured.
Hanging from
Yeah.
Now I know some. Now again, Gene's a wild cat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know some really straight guys. I know a senator, a former senator here on Long Island, a congressman, who swore to me that was real. That guy
Yeah.
healed people
Well, I did the one party where he had his friend come in.
with the bottles of water.
Yeah.
They were blessing.
They were blessing.
They were blessing cases of water from Price Club and selling them for $100 a case. Bring up your 100, and there was a line of people with hundreds waving it in the air. Am I right?
So go back a little bit. I have a good friend of mine that watched the cable network. And every time I was on the phone, he'd go, "Please, you gotta go to this channel and watch him," because he would do it with the mic. God, he had
The
it was
voice.
wonderful.
The voice. The
Wonderful.
Butter.
Did a great job.
Butter.
So I'm in the restaurant, in the bar. We're doing a cigar lounge, and who walks in?
Gene Profeta.
And you gotta go get him.
On him.
Give him. I started out. I brought. This is for you, sir. I was bringing plates and
It was
stuff.
nothing you couldn't sell him. What about turducken?
No, but I.
Huh?
No.
You forgetting?
This particular night was all on the house for him. It was like a buffet,
We did
but I
for
was
him.
serving him.
Oh, right,
and
right,
then
right.
that was it. That
Lit
was
fire.
it.
It lit fire.
It lit fire because he would come in every day now for lunch.
Every day.
Remember, I did the lunches.
Steak sandwich, open faced.
Sandwich.
No, it was
Shrimp
just.
gorgonzola.
gorgonzola.
Oh, that was the best.
Charlie, can I
It
make
was-
this at the church?
Oh, it was the toast points you did
He wanted me.
with the shrimp on top, but you had a cream soup.
It was a
That you-
gorgonzola cream sauce.
No, you had a soup, and then you added
You
on.
brought it on the hot plate.
Oh.
You telling me how I made it?
Right?
No, I asked you. I said,
Oh,
was
you're
it?
asking me. I
No,
get it.
back then I
Back
asked you
then.
what was the
Oh,
base
right,
of
right.
it.
And I said it
But
was
it was a
soup?
cream soup.
Cream sauce, yeah.
Then you put the cheese in.
Gene wanted me to teach his other restaurant that he ate at how to make the gorgonzola shrimp because it was so good. And he couldn't
was
eat at our
wonderful.
restaurant every day. Guys,
Wonderful.
this is the Go Crying to Walk In podcast. And the men sitting next to me again,
you so
Charlie
much.
Cash, Nicky, and the Quiet Giant. Quiet Giant.
Thanks
Yeah.
for having
First
me.
day of practice tomorrow. We got to see a game this year.
That's it.
Okay?
Let's do it.
You
Thank
always
you so
go.
much.
I never go.
You're the
I'll
best.
make Tommy from Cisco get us
I
a
heard.
box.
I heard Dominic said it was
Yeah.
going to be me, you, Tommy, and Dominic.
That's it. It's done.
All right, good.
You're the
Guys,
best. Thank you
I
so
love
much.
You. Thank you so much, Nick.
Thanks for having
Say hi
us.
to Christine for
Ciao.
me and kiss all them kids. All right.
Let's win.
I heard I'm responsible for all
You
that.
are,
We're going
absolutely.
to get into that next
Show
time.
him the ticket. Nick.
Winning ticket. Winning ticket.
Nick might have it. You never know.
You never know.
Go cry in the walk-in.
33.
All right.